are back to the starting lineups. Brandon Hill, Scottie Pippen, Shaquille O'Neal up front, Michael Jordan, Penny Hardaway at the guard. Michael Jordan with 12 points.
It's like, why does it do that?
You can change it.
I would like to.
I can show you.
Where's my phone? I want to download that movie.
We must pay homage to him.
Yep. That was a good trip. Shout out to my daughter. She put that whole trip together, and I kind of just went along with it. But today, we have the Air Jordan 5 Black Metallics. These are coming out in February of 2025, and I'm really excited about this pair. This is one of my favorite Air Jordans of all time. It's in my top 10, I can say. Yeah, it is. And I have a sentimental value with this sneaker. I grew up with this guy named Roy. He was like 2 years older than me back in Germany. And he wasn't the coolest dude. He just had this shoe and he wore it like every day, and I didn't have it. So I looked at Roy as being cool because he had this shoe. Not with the white laces, though. That was a Jordan thing. And I've actually never put white laces in these 5s. I've been wearing these 5s for a long time. And I'll bring out the older pair to compare this pair to, like I typically do. But I never put white laces in it because I thought it looked weird, but it actually looks great for this specific pair. And Jordan Brand is calling this the reimagined makeup of the sneaker. So that's why it looks a little ashy in the seam lines, like the cuts of the leather, because they're trying their best to make it look like the OG sneaker. And from what I'm seeing right here, the sneaker looks phenomenal. And one thing I realized about this whole making the shoe look like the OG, like, does it really have to? Does a sneaker have to look like the OG? I don't know why people think. I think that's a nice touch right there. Like, I like that they put the metallic back on the back instead of it being embroidered. I do like the embroidery, but that back tab is now reflective, and I think that's really dope. That plays more into the metallic theme of the sneaker. And also a big shout out to the person that sent me the sneaker. They actually sent me something else, and then the next day they posted these, and I was like, oh, I really wanted those 5s. And they're like, well, we'll just send you those 5s too. So shout out to them. I really do appreciate it. But looking at this sneaker here, we have the polyurethane insoles. They work really well with this sneaker. Sometimes they take up a little bit too much room in the shoe that you wear true to size. Those polyurethane insoles are thick. They are comfortable, but they are thick, so keep that in mind when it comes to sizing. You do get one pair of black laces, which is good, but here's the other pair that I've had. And this pair is really nice too. And you see how the bottoms look? Though that other pair used to be icy blue, just like this 2025 Reimagined. It was the same color in about 6 months. I say about a year. It looks like that now, the greenish, clearish blue. And that's okay. That's just the nature of clear bottoms. And while comparing these two, everything is done better on this 2025 Reimagined. Everything is just, they put a little bit more love into it. The other shoe it's older. Like, look at the leather. You can tell they use like a thicker cut, a cut that has more texture to it. The other ones are more of a ashy nubuck compared to the ones on the right. But I do like both, and I do wear both. My favorite part about the sneaker, the Jordan 5 2025, is the overall shape of the sneaker. The toe box is no longer as boxy as it used to be. And they kind of went crazy with the toe box of the 5s for a while. Like, a lot of the OG collectors won't buy them at all. Me, I'm not that, I'm not that stuck on having to have the OG cut. But again, look at the embroidery on the back. That looks nice, and that's actually OG. And then you have this metallic type of 3M finish on the back, and that's just really dope. But like I was saying, the overall shape is what stands out to me the most. Like, see, that's that boxy toe, and that looks good too, but it is what it is. And I'm glad I took these to San Diego. I wasn't about to take these with me. I didn't want to really do any reviews when I was out there. And I had a few friends that were like, nah, you got to do it. My daughter was like, no, you got to take a pair out there. That's what you do. Remember when you went to Hawaii, you took a couple pairs out there. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And it was a good trip. It was a beautiful trip. The flights were a little like, you know how flights are, but it was a really good trip. I wish I could have stayed longer, and I wish I could have reviewed a couple more pairs out there because I have a ton of shoes. I have like 6 or 7 pairs to review for you guys, and I'll probably drop a video every day this week. But San Diego was beautiful. I loved it, and I want to go back. That is my home state. That's where I'm from. That's where I was born. But I actually just need to take more vacations. It's really nice to have like no responsibilities for like 4 or 5 days. Anyway, back to the Jordan 5. This is the only picture I could find with him wearing them with the white laces. And here's him wearing a pair with the 23 on the side. And we've actually never got that pair released. It's always been the one with no 23. We've gotten a fire red, but no black metallic. And I think the 5s as a whole, the popularity has died down, and they're really a true favorite of like old school OG Jordan wearers like myself, even though I didn't have them when they dropped originally. What was that, 1990? Yeah, it was a while back. But I love the 5s. Again, they have sentimental value for me because of how I grew up, and Jordan was actually killing when he was wearing the 5s. And these were extremely, extremely popular. Oh, as a matter of fact, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I always loved it because the character that portrayed Eazy-E, Ryder, he was wearing a pair in the game, and that really made me want another pair back then. And when that game came out, that was like, what, 02? And that was like the first time I seen anybody wear a pair of retro Jordans or Jordans in any game other than like a basketball game. So it's going to be dope when they come out. I'll probably get a retail pair as well. Several videos coming out, so just make sure you stay tapped in with me. Peace, love, and light. I'm out, guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.